Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello world, I hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Want to thank everyone who has been listening and sharing. Please leave us a comment, we'd love to hear from you. Please check out the website homegrownwithgcole.com to listen and for all things homegrown. The podcast is now available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, and all your podcast platforms. We're also very, very interactive. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at MyGCole. The video of this interview is going to be available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is episode 75. Today's guest, the production trio behind the hit single Throne from the Grammy Award-winning EP Rapture by Koffee, talking about Nicko Rebel, Sean Alaric, and Echo Slim.
Not a mercy.
This episode is brought to you courtesy of Aqua Records' latest releases, Cherish the Day by Althea Hewitt, Just Leave Me Alone by Cherie Elise, and Daughters by G. Cole.
This is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven. Cherish the day, I won't go astray, I won't be afraid, you won't catch me running. Why don't you leave me alone? Go on home. I'm confused and weak. Don't want your alibi. You've already made me cry. So please, just let me be. I don't care who she was or whatever you.
Now I'm starting to see maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love you like you do. Yeah, yeah. Hey, girls, become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too.
You've been hearing the conversations going back and forth. Tomorrow's artist, today's artist, yesterday's artist, and we try to have the conversations, all right? We try to flip it up a little bit, go on the other side of the microphone. Sometimes we get to talk to the artists, but I like talking to the DJs. I like talking to the producers. I like talking to everybody who contributes in some way, shape, or form so we can get that different vantage point. A lot of times they hear me blazing up some wicked, wicked tunes up in here. You're like, yo, that's dope, all right? Trying to figure out who does them, who's behind them, who writes them, who, you know what I mean? Production, the whole 99999. We got it covered for you tonight. We're going to talk to some dope people in the studio with us tonight. We're going to talk about the industry. We're talking about production. We're talking everything, everybody. Kojo, what's up? All right, Alaric and Anthony, big up yourself. We got dope people in the building today, man. It's about that time, all right? Like I said, give you a chance, an opportunity. Tell your friend to tell their friends to join us because it's about that time. I'm going to kick it off right this, right? One of my favorite joints, you know this. You hear it all the time. It's called Lion Order. Call me and Lion them good.
Square in a circle. Them come from every angle just to hurt you. Holy lions in a my den. No snake nor no rat can be my friend. Loyalty, royalty, friends with a base of a currency. We no worship vanity, unity is our sanity. Stay grounded like gravity. More friend we a family. We and the lion them good. Sit down panic and a bun some marijuana. Pass the chalice round while we read a couple psalms. Every man not clean, no one want the drama, but we still a stay strap with the fully heart. We and the lion them go.
So true.
We and the lion them go.
Oh, you know.
We and the lion them go.
Well, lost the lion them. Who is a scar to a Simba?
I had to, ladies and gentlemen, never played it once before. We're not starting today, all right? It's that dope. Jesse Royal and Proteges called Lion Ada.
No keep no square in a your circle. Them come from every angle just to hurt you. Holy lions in a my den. No snake nor no rat can be my friend. Loyalty, royalty, friends with a base of a currency. We no worship vanity, unity is our sanity. Stay grounded like gravity. More friend with a family. We and the lion them go. Sit down panic and a bun some marijuana. Pass the chalice round while we read a couple psalms. Every man not clean, no one want the drama, but we still a stay strap with the fully heart. We and the lion them go.
So true.
We and the lion them go.
Oh, you know.
We and the lion them go.
What going, Julian?
Well, lost the lion them. Who is a scar to a Simba? When you learn them lessons, hope you remember. Hyenas will try divide brothers. Some my eyes open, deciphering these others. Nothing not sure in this world, realize that.
Last time I wanted to say, now jukebox are running, I can't pull up the thing in 2 minutes, you know what I mean? I know it's bad and everything, but we gotta go on. Apache Lajo. It mad me not tell a lie, I dig it.
No keep no square in a your circle. Them come from every angle just to hurt you. Holy lions in a my den. No snake nor no rat can be my friend. Loyalty, royalty, friends with a base of a currency. We no worship vanity, unity is our sanity. Stay grounded like gravity. More friend with a family. We and the lion them go. Sit down panic and a bun some marijuana. Pass the chalice round while we read a couple psalms. Every man not clean, no one want the drama, but we still a stay strap with the fully heart. We and the lion them go.
So true.
We and the lion them go.
Oh, you know.
We and the lion them go.
Well, lost the lion them. Who is a scar to a Simba? When you learn them lessons, hope you remember. Hyenas will try divide brothers. Some my eyes open, deciphering these others. Nothing not sure in this world, realize that. So if you is a real one and a sight that, I go make you know as I should. Now wait till you gone, Jesse Royal, the lion them good.
Sit down panic and a bun some marijuana. Pass the chalice round while we read a couple psalms. Every man not clean, no one want the drama, but we still a stay strap with the fully heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm dropping some microphones right about now, alright?
Lion them go.
Introduce today's guests.
We and the lion them go.
Them tune out proper.
We and the lion them go. Give it up. Fill in the basket. Fire with sparky.
Gentlemen, welcome to the party. Wagwan, and a good.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get an official introduction. You know what I mean? We have special guests. We have Echo Slim in the building, right? We got Sean in the building. We got Nico in the building.
Wagwan massive.
Cool, man. Welcome. And like I said earlier, they hear us playing this music all the time. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's our reggae thing. Bonfire pan, yeah. The reggae and a dancehall thing is our thing where we don't research a lot of times the other side of it. When it comes to R&B, hip hop, it's almost every big tune you know. It's like you know who produced it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to our side of the fence, man, yeah, give me that tune, that large, and then leave it right there. So. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real thing.
But like in the 90s though, in dancehall was a little different though.
Yeah. We're talking about real times. We're talking about the future.
But I hear you.
You know? But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because those were the days when producers' names were bigger than the artist' names.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and rightfully so, because those were the times where you're getting some instrumentals where you could have listened to the instrumental and don't get no vocals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tough to do that today.
Just get Dean playing some sax.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Formula.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you because, like I mentioned to you, the first time I heard your name was with an artist that I was doing an interview with, Marquise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up Marquise.
And she brought up Echo Slim. She's like, dope. And I was listening to this joint. So I was like, yo, look a bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They sent me the bios, but I ain't read them because I want.
We understand.
Because I want to be in real time. So sometimes I'll do it.
I can read it.
But I want to be in real time like everybody else. You know what I mean?
No, that's cool. I appreciate that.
So I got the stuff that I need to get, but I was like, let me get it from you.
I appreciate you not reading my bio.
It was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Good, yeah, man.
But music, we're getting right into it because I always feel like in order for me to understand you, why you're doing what you do, how you do it, got to get a little bit of the rear view mirror for a second.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about a young Echo Slim. Let's talk before this music. What was because I feel like that's how I'm gonna know why you're here right now.
Young Echo Slim, gosh. I still think I'm a young Echo Slim because Echo Slim is fairly young. Because I go by a lot of different monikers. But it's just music, really. Growing up, just listen to music. I wasn't doing the DJ production thing yet, but it was just music.
Like consuming,
trying to be a DJ with cassettes or vinyls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I see you working the iPad, we're talking like, yo,
technology, baby.
Technology is crazy now.
Wouldn't it be dope to have that a couple years ago?
Yo,
what? Of course,
man. We'd be somewhere else, maybe. Right now, But yeah, man. So just as Caribbean people, music is just in us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Genetics,
bro.
Genetics.
You know how it go. You know what I mean?
If somebody had told you 10 years ago, that you'd be doing what you're doing right now, what would your response be?
Man, nah, I wouldn't believe you.
Nah?
Not making money, no.
Right. Just hobbying.
And we're not putting it out there like, well, I'm making money like that. Let's take that back.
Enrich y'all, man.
That's what I heard.
Enrich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My broker got me.
His phone's on my head.
That's how we really get it. Music is a hobby.
You got to have people.
And that's the beauty of music while we do it. Because we love it. You know what I mean? Because we know how the music industry is.
Oof.
What percentage of people are really making money making music? Let's be honest.
Get my calculator out.
You know what I'm saying?
The square root of.
I said you both got the square root. So that's why we do it, because we love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I dig it.
Yeah, man. But I never would have thought. No, you know how it is. Doctor, lawyer. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Especially parents
pushing
like,
you. Yeah. You know.
Can't tell your parents
engineer,
that
one of them
DJ,
things. Yeah.
A producer.
Say,
What's
what?
that?
No. Never. Not in this house.
I love it. I love it.
You know how that go.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
But I see passion and I hear passion in the productions because when I did the research and listened to some of your works, what I like about it pretty much is you could see the carving out of your own lanes. A perfect example, that joint we just dropped right now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's two dope artists on there that the world's familiar with, but it almost sounds unfamiliar in the sound. You know what I mean? It sounds pretty new. Familiar artists, but the sound, when I got the song and I played it, I was like, yo, I don't hear nothing like this.
Wow, that's what different.
You know what I mean? So talk to me a little bit about how that one even came together.
I had the track, and then I met Jason Panton from Dubwise, and he heard it and he's like, yo, Jesse would sound really good on this.
Yeah.
So he brought it to Jesse. At some point, they let Protege hear it, and he said he had to be on it.
Right.
Like, he got up middle of the night, went to the studio.
Middle of the night.
Voice his verse. And that was it.
And that was it. The rest is history.
That's it, yeah.
As a producer, sometimes you don't want to hear somebody say, yo, you give him a rhythm, track, and the last thing you want to hear him say, well, I sent it to somebody, I put somebody else on it. But when they say, I put somebody else, who you put on it? I say, Protege. Yeah, man, we're good.
Yeah, there's no issue.
There's no grind, right?
It's true.
They did let me know before, but
they did?
There's no issue.
It wouldn't have been that.
That's good. Because we have all got that call. It's like somebody else on it and you hear it. It's like.
Actually, we get that call a lot and it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So when it does, it's
nice.
a good feeling. Yeah.
So now you got to figure out how you're going to tell your boy to tell his boy to get off your track.
Yeah. That's happened to me before.
No, I mean, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's for the bigger vision, you know.
Yeah. And that word you use right now, I love it. It's vision.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of time, there's sight, but there's no vision. You know what I mean?
There's another meaning to that.
Let us have it. Let us have it.
Vision is the artist I work with.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he writes a lot of the reggae tracks that we work on. So you can look out for his song with Jesse coming out soon, probably within the next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vision.
Dope, yes. Vision Alexander.
Cool, man. Cool. And he's here?
He's here in
Soul
Florida.
Flow?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to bring him in. we got to bring him in.
Yeah.
Got to bring him in. I like the energy, yo. I like the, because we just kind of glossed over the 90s the other day, right?
True, yeah.
It was like you'd hear certain names, and you know the names, them. Yeah. And you're likely to pull up and see all of them in the same spot at the same time.
True.
They talked about unity or whatever, and then there's a certain period of time when we like to say, well, you know, the unity in a dance and the unity in a reggae. But I always feel like whenever we unify, something amazing always comes. So when somebody said to me, you guys were the three behind it, I was like, well, damn, you know what I mean? Bringing your talents and everything to the table.
Yes, sir.
Boy, Nicko, talking to you, man. Talk to me.
Yo, let me tell you, first off, I want to say thank you for having us on this platform, bro. Listen, this platform is amazing. And as you said, for bringing three of us together to be here and here, I just feel in awe right now. Yeah, man. So basically, it's energy. You know, energy between the three of us. I've known Sean from when I recorded dub plates in his parents' garage.
Cool, man. Cool,
You like 10 plus, 10 plus years, and give big up to Alexander Starr because he actually introed me to Echo Slim.
Wow.
Yeah, big
right.
Yeah.
So that you mentioned Alexander, good dude.
Great dude.
I will say this, you know, some people might even log off. The cool people always seem to work with the cool people.
Yeah, I'm saying it's true.
I want to meet that asshole, dude.
I'm saying it's true, bro.
They normally rolling with a whole bunch of other.
True,
anyways,
bro.
True.
So we'll censor that out. But you guys, so when it comes to production, like we're gonna get to the Grammy award-winning EP.
No need to rush it.
No need to rush it. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to that.
We're in town for a minute, man.
But I appreciate it. That was that the first tune all three of you collaborated on?
Definitely not.
No?
Definitely not.
So this team been riding for a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
So there's
we're all
synergy
from the
right
same
now.
place, so we always link up and work.
Yeah.
Regardless of the outcome of the record, like we always work together.
Always.
So some of the stuff we might not even realize who's behind it.
Exacto mundo.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I mean that also comes with making good music with people you enjoy making music with. Because if our energies didn't connect, I doubt we would, even if we're in the close proximity of each other, I doubt we would be able to create something so great and magnificent so frequently, you know? And then there's times where we work in silos where it might be Sean and I that compose or Echo and I compose, and then we link each other and say, yo, we did start this idea, you know?
Oh, we do that all the time.
Rope in and make we look on that. So the writing process sometimes isn't just all three of us sitting in the same room, because time is very valuable and sometimes we don't have that luxury. But we always find a way to loop each other in.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So it's a straight up team.
Straight up team.
Of course, man.
I love that.
Unity, like you said, man.
I love that. And I think we need that more than ever, because right now, again, there's a stigma attached to just the culture in general that it's each man for himself.
Yeah.
But I do realize, I've heard, and I love it, but I don't remember which one of the OGs I had in here recently, and I was asking them, people always talk about what they don't like, right? What sucks about the industry? What's, you know what I mean? But very seldom do they talk about what's popping, what's good.
Oh, exactly.
So I was asking, what's the good thing about what's going on right now? And they had to straight up say the unity.
Yeah, man.
The same unity that I'm saying that exists.
It did it, man.
It did it.
It did it, man.
You know what I mean? I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping it up right about now with the gentleman. And of course, I'm going to drop this joint right here. And we're going to go back to it because we're talking about legends and all them things. Let's touch Dance Africa.
Mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, try this one out, all right? Big. Wagwan Kashif.
Bim!
My baller brethren. What up?
What up, Kashif?
Big up, Chief.
What going, Judy? Welcome. Hey, Maggie. Dion Lodge of himself. Nadine Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen, the legend. Where's the Panzi from the top? Not true. And it was up. Get him a one Scott. Get him a one Scott.
Mama Africa will stand with you through all the years. Children of the sun, you will never be denied. Your beauty throughout the world will always shine. You will rise from this one day and learn again to dance. Your spirit in me is not by chance. Dance, Africa, dance, your children will smile again. Dance, Africa, dance, your lovers will love again. Dance, Africa, dance, the elders will teach their souls. Dance, Africa, dance, your time will soon come. Dance, Africa, dance, the spirit is in your blood. Dance, Africa, dance, your time will soon come. Children of the sun, you will never be denied. Your beauty throughout the world will always shine. You will rise and learn again to dance. Your spirit in me is not by chance. I will sing your praise when you're done.
That's legendary Nadine Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen. Dance Africa. Nadine Sutherland is called Dance Africa. You know, I had Nadine in here one day, and that was one of those days too where I was like, you know, I love talking to the OGs.
Yeah.
And she ripped, you know what I mean? We had a conversation. She performed live. She's one of those artists that when I think of Nadine Sutherland, I think legendary.
Yes.
Because of the fact that she's been doing what she's been doing for so long, and also doing it at a time when it wasn't a barrage of people doing what she was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The doors weren't as open then as they are now.
Exactly. So the quality did that.
Right there. The
I
quality
think
was
we
there.
take that for granted too with Nadine because it's like she literally doesn't age. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like she had Action was one of the biggest songs in the
Yep,
early
yep,
90s.
yep.
And you look at it now, like Nadine still
She
looks
look
great.
different.
She don't look no different, you know? And she's still dancing the same way. So it's like
People are trying to flirt, man.
I'm telling you, man.
People out here trying to
I'm
flirt.
telling you, man. No, Nadine's cool, man. She's good people's, man.
Dope.
Good,
Energy,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
I was telling her she is, you know, kids growing up here.
Yeah.
Probably all had that Janet Jackson poster on the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She was on our wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
In
Real
Jamaica,
talk.
that was our Janet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's Nadine Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Now, you guys, what again, a lot of people out there might not be familiar with the names individually. Right? And sometimes you're not familiar with the unit. Some people know this, some people don't know that. But the resume is impeccable. I'm talking about you guys have worked with the largest names out there to the unknown names. You know, as I checked out the bio somewhere, I said don't read it, I never study it. You know what I mean? But I've seen some things on there. You've got to work with a lot of people. Talk to me about the industry from this vantage point, because we're here. You know, I always feel like there's a difference being, you know, behind the scenes in the industry in Jamaica versus being here. Fort Lauderdale doesn't get mentioned. They say Miami. You don't go already. You could live at Palm Beach or Miami then.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean?
True.
So when we talk about the production and the artists and so forth passing through South Florida, it's a mecca. People pass through. It's a hub, right? But the credit goes elsewhere.
Yep.
You always hear about what pops off in New York and so forth. Talk to me about the scene, the music scene. It's a generic term, but talk to me about the music scene here in South Florida. What's the energy going on right now, 2020? What's it like bubbling on these streets?
Man, Sean, you can give the best because Sean he's worked with all the big artists, man, right?
Yeah?
Now, straight up.
I mean,
Talk to me. Talk to me.
the scene now is buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more happening in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the producers are in Miami now. A lot of the artists.
True.
A lot of the writing camps, and they're writing for major artists.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere gets the credit, like Atlanta, New York, LA.
LA, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the scene now in Miami is starting to come together and grow. Like, there's a lot of people leaving those cities and coming here
Okay.
and working here. So
And that's from a production standpoint, in
Yeah.
terms of the production and musicianship and so forth.
yeah, they're all coming here. I guess it's just a vibe. It's something different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
But when we talk about that too, since you bring up South Florida, you always have to give props to the people that were here first.
Oh yeah.
Because reggae was big at one point. It was Miami, New York.
Yeah.
So you got to big up Heavy Beat.
True.
You got to big up Mr. Willie Lindo. You know what I'm
Big up.
saying? The
Yeah.
whole Heavy Beat family, like they were, and such other other
still
people.
doing it.
Yeah, and they're still doing it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah.
like them are the foundation of Florida. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right,
So
right.
to build that whatever industry we have now, it's on the backs of these people. You know.
It's amazing to hear you say that
Or
again.
shoulders. Let me say shoulders. Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. I love talking to people like yourself and to get that perspective.
Yeah.
Because also I love sitting down with the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cameras turn off and the microphones turn off, they always make it seem like there's a little wedge in between the young people coming up and themselves.
Oh, the millennials.
I find problems with millennium in the court. But every time I talk to people like yourself, right, I get a lot of love and a lot of respect and a lot of homage being paid to your predecessors. You know what I mean? The people who paved the way for you.
Have to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How important is it for that relationship between the young people coming up right now and the OGs? How important is it that you guys intertwine and interact with each other for the culture?
That's very important, man. Very important because we learn from their successes and their failures. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So what better teachers, especially in music,
Yeah.
than the OGs?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for some of the definitely we wouldn't be here. But
Right.
us personally, we wouldn't have got certain credits if it
Right.
weren't for the OGs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you definitely can't blame the youths. Like me and Nicko always say that you can't blame the youths,
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they're learning from somewhere,
Right.
and we have to be the ones to extend the hand out to be like, yo,
Yeah.
you're making a mistake here, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you try doing that? It's all about language, how you talk to the youths,
I
though.
think
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
it is.
Because some old people talk in a way that they
Talk to and talk down, the two
you
different
can't
things.
talk down exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. OGs, I want to listen to,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of times I think there's certain things that are predisposed. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
have predispositions. So it's like they'll come into the room with intentions not to dig you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people
Can't
got
have
their
that
own
vibes.
little gripes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
You know, and especially when it comes to music, it's energy and all them things. We need energy for nice and pure and whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys have been around a lot of people who've done it on a major scale. I tell people this before. Growing up in Ocho Rios, a lot of people passed through Ocho Rios. I met Brian McKnight. I met LL Cool J.
Mad.
Got a whole bunch of people, right?
Mad.
Sick.
But I was never as starstruck as when I met Marcel Griffiths. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. When I was starstruck when I met Marcel
Yeah.
Griffiths. Who, as an artist or even producer, came through and you kind of had your little fan moment. You fanned out on that one.
I'll tell you, it wasn't like an artist per se was like, oh my gosh, but like I remember when I was in Jamaica and we can talk about this later, but when I was in Jamaica, I was doing some work with Striker Lee, so that was cool. But when we went for Christmas, we went to like have dinner at Jammy's house, and I was like, I didn't know where they were taking me, and I was just like, yo,
King Jammy?
I was like, is that Jammy's? and his house, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy, you know,
Right.
Jammy's is here. You know, all these legends are here at his house,
Right.
just eating food,
Just chilling.
and just partying and reasoning in the back. I'm like, yo, this
Yeah.
is crazy, man. So that was for me. That was like, yo, because I guess I was caught off guard, really.
Right.
'Cause I guess when you know you're gonna meet somebody,
You're ready. You're
you're kind
prepared.
of ready. But that one,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. Wow. You know what I mean? And I met a lot of people in my lifetime, you know what I mean? But that one was like,
That's a moment.
Yeah, that was a moment. You gotta eat Christmas dinner at Jammy's house.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
it's not an industry event. This is chilling at the crib.
This is chilling at the crib, bro.
Yo. What about you?
I guess something similar to that. Because I used to do a lot of work at Circle House. Circle House Studio, that's Inner Circle Studio.
Right.
So I was there, I'm there all the time, every evening. And this particular evening, they had Third World, Steel Pulse.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Legends.
Jimmy
Cliff was there too?
Yeah.
Yo, that's big.
Yeah, they were all there just hanging out, having dinner, just talking, reasoning.
The legends.
And I was like, man, like I really made it to this point. Like I'm around these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. His name's like Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy don't just pop up anywhere.
Yeah, that's the reason why when you said Jimmy, I was like, Jimmy, man. Like the Jimmy?
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, right? Jimmy Cliff. Yo, so Jimmy don't pop up for real. You know what I mean? If it's not a tour schedule, you don't run it. I always tell Nani into I'm like, yo, how come I never run into you? She's like, I'm always around. I've never seen you.
Yeah.
Don't believe her. I love you, Nadine.
Like, no, I'm in the grocery store. No, you're not. You know what I mean? What about you?
Yo, to be honest, I still don't have an answer because the same thing with the Marcia Griffiths, that was pretty amazing doing the electric slide with her. So like,
you got to do the like
what?
Yeah, like So like I'm here thinking about everybody's answer. I'm like, wow, I kind of had a weird life.
That's
because it's kind of like that's like normal to me now. You know what I mean? So I haven't had that.
See this flexing? See that?
No, but it hasn't been like oh my god, this person, because it's almost like, yo, if I see Sean, yo, bro, what's good? You know, I haven't had that moment yet.
Wow. I ain't funny. Marcia, I love me some Marcia.
Oh yeah,
love me some Marcia Griffiths. She sat down here. The first time I spoke to her was like a short backstage thing, and I dragged it out. She was like, "Are we good?" I was like, "Nah, man. I'm keeping it here as long as I possibly can." You know what I mean? But to me, what I love about hearing your stories is you've worked with a lot of big names. So average people hear to toss names out. Yo, I work with Kanye. I work with this, which you have. You know what I mean? The Akons of the world. And this, but talking about names like King Jammies, yo. You know, you have to be really embedded in the culture and love it. Not just a average consumer, but love the culture of it. To say, yo, I'm sitting there with King Jammies, and that was a moment. To be sitting there with Jimmy Cliff, and that was a moment. You know what I mean? You flexing. You know what I mean?
Gee, but it's true. Like I don't know.
I still can't believe he electrified. I don't know. That's amazing.
Man, trust me. Well, I'm going EK. It said Jimmy has broken. Why? It happens. Jimmy's dope. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping up right about now. We got a lot more music coming your way. Let's drop another one for the masses right now. I get them something from Pressure. You know what I mean? We're digging in the catalog, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot, all right? We coming straight.
I don't know why they take black people for fool, you know. Check it out. Hey! Mashing up the place with your bad vibe. Mashing up the earth with your bad vibe. Mashing up the place with your bad vibe. Yo, yeah, you know. Hey! The one you name. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, so time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Rise up the youth them from the slum for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, so time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Hey. Your brain watch the youth them in the ghetto and the slum. Teach the youth about Columbus and how for bus gun. Marcus Garvey set the fire off a bun. I who not like the most life you get up and run. Babylon, take the cookie and I left me with the crumb. I fi take back everything and me left them with none. None of them no hotter than the burning sun. Them a fi stand up and ask a pressure but spite come from. Hey. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Rise up the youth them from the slum for you. What you gonna another. And be a wickedness perform on the youth them a gather. I am for a Selassie, I'm a rather. Hey, Babylon you trick the people, but this year we not caught. You a fight down the ganja and a snot beer cock. And righteousness we a promote. Nicko Rebel and pressure bus, pipe a bus a throat. Hey, hey, hey. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Rise up the youth them from the slum for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Hey, 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 hey. Your brain watch the youth them inna the ghetto and the slum. Teach the youth about Columbus and how for bus gun. Marcus Garvey set the fire off the bun. I who no like the most I fig it up and run. Babylon take the cookie and I left me with the crumb. I fi take back everything and me left them with none. None of them no hotter than the burning sun. Them a fi stand up and ask a pressure bus pipe come from. Hey, hey. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Rise up the youth them from the slum for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Hey, 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 hey. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Rise up the youth them from the slum for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Wicked man, missus, your time got done for you. What you gonna do when that you come for you? Hey, 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 hey. What you gonna do when Jaja come for you? Tell me what you gonna do. Hey, hey, hey.
Pressure Bus Pipe, ladies and gentlemen, what you gonna do? Got a large up a massive and crew listening in right now on homegrownwithGco.com. Those people on Royal Zion Highness Radio. Sweden's in the building, large up. Amsterdam's here, Wagwan is the selector. Big up, let me open these back up.
Yeah, man. Big up Extra Selector, man.
Trust me, yo. She been doing it for a minute.
Long time, you know.
For a minute.
Big up, man.
I think my first interview on radio, and radio interview was probably with Esther.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I should rinse enough Nicko Rebel music throughout the years, too. So big up, man.
Crazy love.
Yeah, man.
Crazy love. Crazy love. When it comes to, we're talking about Esther Selector, we're talking about all them places and whatever.
Yeah.
I always feel like there's a little bit of a difference in how the markets appreciate the music.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we talk a lot of time. Here's my, let me one more thing. The views expressed by Nicko do not represent the guys. It's just me.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So
You should repeat the disclaimer, bro. This one sound like it's going to be massive. Let me hold on.
yeah, but the thing is, when it comes to us, our folks, I think we are the best critics. You know what I'm saying? And we have that entitlement. So when you put out a song, they breaking it down to the nuts and bolts.
True.
I told a lady once, she didn't take too kindly to it, that she had given up her right to criticize anything because she didn't buy none.
No. Amen. I agree.
But that was just me.
All right, I'm with the disclaimer.
Just
Add Nicko Rebel to that.
trying to say that endorsement. But they're not supporting it from that vantage point, but they will critique it to the bone.
I agree.
Whereas other places critique it less and they consume it more. You know what I mean? As far as the market, what do you see as the biggest difference in our market? Because another thing I think that's an issue for us is that we're creating music for people who ain't consuming the music. So we spend a lot of time, I want to say I mean the average producer in reggae and dancehall, we spend a lot of time focused on pleasing our audience, when our audience is not necessarily the real consumer. You know what I mean? Talk to me a little bit about how you view the audience as the different markets, and let's talk mainly about Europe per se, in adverse to us, the diaspora, the Caribbean markets.
Like that's a big topic because I have a serious viewpoint about that, right? So we look at hip hop and we look at R&B and all these other genres that they're able to monetize so well, right? But every time I go over to the pond or out to Europe, you'll hear reggae in every nook and cranny, every club, everywhere has a reggae. A One Lover play, or you hear some little Sizzler play, dry cry, everywhere. Yet still, Jamaica, Oh my God, she have to go up on the voice before I go bring in our music, or she have to reach some level of international success before I acknowledge that, you know. So producing this and being a producer of this genre, it sometimes makes me sad because I even experienced that. I've never really gotten acceptance from Jamaica, while my first #1 song was in Czech Republic.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. And that should never be.
It should never
That
be.
should never be.
But it's the truth and the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
You know, you have people like the Selector them in Europe now, where them will really go digging and say, yo, that tune your bad, you know.
Regardless of who the artist
Regardless of who the artist is, regardless of the producer, they don't care about it. They just want good reggae music.
is. If it bad, it bad.
If it bad, it bad. So I think what happened now, we've been trying to fight to get appreciation from home when abroad has been appreciating it. But because we're so busy concerned with Jamaica, which is good,
Right.
them start breed them own artists them now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Them own a version.
Them own version.
Yeah.
And he's worked with some of them.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
Why?
thing.
People, you have to call him out like that on the stage, all that.
Yeah, but it's crazy because then that actually motivates me, the producer, because it's appreciated in these other areas of the world.
Bro.
He has some #1 records in a few countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you figure, okay,
Outside of home.
But
right?
never Jamaica.
never Jamaica.
Never. If me not pay.
Yes,
this is another disclaimer too.
Yeah.
If the pay for play thing no work, you know, it's not gonna get heard.
But why is that? Like, I'm gonna ask you that. Why do you feel, from a perspective of just selectors and people on radio and just in Jamaica people, why do you feel they feel that way in terms of like, okay,
G. Cole say it, man. Entitlement.
Entitlement, the hustle mentality.
Yes.
And here's the thing: we undervalue.
is that their fault though?
Some of it is.
Yeah, man.
Some of it is because put it this way, there's a big issue in my eyes
Right.
with radio and the streets.
Right.
Because what happens is radio nowadays, there's no real radio personalities on radio. What they do is they find the hottest dude in the streets, DJs, right? So the line's been blurred. So he has that street mentality of the hustle
And we're talking in Jamaica.
in Jamaica,
Okay, cool.
and it's brought now to radio.
True.
Right, which you see that in the quality of the music that gets played on radio.
100%.
And you also see it in the part that anybody to get something played, you have to pay.
Uh-huh.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's one thing.
Okay.
The other thing pretty much is now, again, the masses that consume the music, there's this argument of, okay, is it that they're listening to what the DJs play? Or the DJs listening to what they want to be, you know what I mean, what the audience is asking for? I don't know, nobody can give me an
Right.
answer on that one. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So all of that
Chicken
stuff,
before the egg or the egg
or
before the
before
chicken.
the chicken. But at the end of the day, we have to assume some responsibility.
I agree.
Now it goes out and it becomes worse now because the diaspora, especially in South Florida here, we tend to, and when we, I mean radio and clubs and whatever, tend to play what's hot in Jamaica. What's hot in Jamaica is what's
I like that.
paid to be
I like
played in
that.
Jamaica.
Lighter feet.
Hence
I
the
like
quality
it.
of
I
the
like
that's
it.
all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we always look at Jamaica as like the trendsetters in terms of like for reggae, dancehall, the acceptance. Like if you bust in Jamaica, you bust anywhere else.
Right.
So you're technically saying that those records being bust are not genuine or they're not authentic because they're being paid to be played. That's
Hell
what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's not. And that's the reason why right now you'll have some of the hottest dancehall artists, right?
Right.
Not just dancehall artists, you have some pop artists too who sent me some records, and they're the hottest thing in the streets of Jamaica, right? And if you go to YouTube or whatever the case may be, you'll see 1 million streams, 1 million views. I mean,
Right.
but you will never be able to go on YouTube and find them on a major stage, though.
Never.
So it doesn't connect.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
hold two line.
Can't hold two line, but the fact is, if you're that huge where YouTube has you at millions of views, and yet, but I still can't see you performing on a stage international, you know, something's contrived. You know what I mean? There's too much. Faux is the word I'm using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. And then I think that's why Chronics did have to address it in our likes.
Yeah. True. Because people get paid differently, you know.
Exactly,
Some
brother.
people get paid in cash, some get paid in hype. And we come from a culture where
Hype is the
hype is acceptable.
Hype is the
Yeah.
thing.
Hype
You
is
see
the-
what I said,
Hype is the
dog?
currency. Yeah.
Hype is the currency.
Can't work with that one. Then.
Correct, you know, if the X6 now spin with the rims in a dog.
And you know what's funny too? It's the same thing with the Nadine that you played. You know what I'm saying? We did it for a charitable cause.
Right.
And it's a great song.
Right.
But it took the big man in friggin' England, David Roddick, to bust this. We didn't get no play in Jamaica. nowhere
Clear
else
example again.
Until not even still.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Once Roddigan played it, everybody in Europe started playing.
Yes.
Rodigan loved that song.
Yes.
Right.
It was it was to the point where Nadine came there and he interviewed Nadine and he brought it up like, oh, yo, I love this song. Rodigan didn't even know at the time that we produced the song.
Wow.
He just loved the song so much, no payola or nothing.
Right.
He just got the email blast from Big Up King Ivy every time and the West Coast link, and then he thought the producer was from the West Coast. He had no clue we produced it until I talked to him on Twitter and he was like, wow.
So just real genuine love for your song.
Yes.
Genuine love for the song.
Which is what we need.
This is what we need, because essentially the radio DJs are the true curators of music.
Yeah.
So you could have how much Spotify playlist, or you could have how much Apple Music playlist. Right. It's really one person or two people sitting down and say, do you like this? Oh, I like this.
Right.
Yeah, this should go there. So they're trying to evolve the role of the radio DJ when we still need radio DJs to say,
you do.
Some people need that.
Pull up that again.
Yeah. Instead of Spotify playlist, here's the thing about a Spotify playlist. It's the radio disc jock that sent you there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because for the most part, you know how much time every night I get off of here, I have at least 15, 20 people who ask, what was the name of that song?
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to sit down and go back. Luckily, we got the video. So I go back and look at the time that they asked and the song, and I match it up.
Yeah.
Or if I catch it during the conversation, different thing.
Yeah.
But that says to me that, people are paying attention.
Come on, man. Radio DJ of the year, G. Cole. Yo, he goes back and timestamps everything.
I heart, talk to me.
Plug it.
Cash up.
No, that money on the deal with them thing.
It don't work that way.
Yeah, they want that thing on the stick that way there.
When it comes to the music itself, I am a firm believer. I say, all right, I remember I went out one night, me and my band go play somewhere, and I see a man that sell jerk chicken around the corner, right?
Yeah.
It's a Ras, you know,
Yeah.
right?
A Ras that sell jerk chicken.
Around the corner.
What?
That story I saw shaky already.
I've seen that too, though.
So me I said to myself, I'm never gonna ask him, but I'm saying to myself, whether you QA the thing, or you know, to the thing I shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like the Ras that sell the jerk chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or me I sell vegan dish. I know that.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So,
I get you.
You know what I mean? So we have to really love it, and I do get the impression that, especially in this, it's not just our culture. When it comes to music and everything, people will do it for all the other benefits, and love is secondary. You know what
yes.
I mean?
That's a problem, man.
And that's when it gets a little bit blurry, right? So if you're doing it for those other benefits, primarily, you're not going, in my opinion, this is another disclaimer from me now. It not gonna work. It not gonna last.
Yeah.
Because those things don't come till way later in your career.
True.
That's a reward down the road.
That's the reward down the road. We look on things like Bob, right? I always like to talk about Bob. Like, Bob really never get for enjoying riches, you know.
No.
He ain't had it till he was gone, as a matter of fact.
All right.
And you know, I love you bring up Bob, and we were talking earlier about music and appreciation, right?
Yeah.
Bob never really bust until him venture outside the shores.
So now that may I show you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that may I show
And
you.
that in itself is it's not a yesterday thing. It still happens today.
Because it's the reverse mentality, right?
Yeah.
The biggest economy in the Caribbean is remittance. So here what no. We love everything we come from foreign.
We import it all.
Import it all.
Even our own.
Even our own.
Yeah.
Trust me, it go to road.
Yeah.
I remember back in the one time I was a kid, and you know, I came here and I bought some clothes. And you very rarely look in the tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't ask me why I looked in the freaking tag. And the thing said made in Jamaica, Canada. You remember these had the free zone?
Yeah,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
the free zone.
So they had it made down there.
Mesh Marina? Or was it?
No, it was like it was like a flannel shirt, like a regular flannel
man, them
shirt
used to have the whole factories, man. Yeah.
that you would probably get in Virginia somewhere
Yeah,
that you
man.
wouldn't get in the Fort Lauderdale Mall.
Right, sure.
And it said made in Jamaica.
How you felt, bro? Tell me how you really felt.
I felt duped. but the thing is, it happens to our culture in so many ways.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now,
Oh, man.
as far as the music itself, and we're gonna stick and stay music because that's what we're drilling.
Yeah,
in
man,
heads
for sure,
because
for sure.
I ask people all the time, go support the music. We play it all day long. Yeah, we're playing it because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, you guys know it's not cheap to make music.
Yo, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, the barrier to entry that's probably why it took me so long.
To
You know what I
get
mean?
out there, yeah.
Just to get the equipment, because now it's more accessible. But back in the day,
Yeah.
and even till now, still,
Yep.
You know, but
And even though it's more accessible now,
Yeah.
it's still not cheap.
Still not, yeah.
It's cheap to create something. Yes, you can create anything.
Of course.
But that little word, the name quality
Quality.
costs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why for me, it's a little, it kind of irks me
Yeah.
when I see you guys put so much effort and energy into creating the music and we don't support it.
And we get paid in criticism.
Yeah, man. Criticism currency.
There's criticism
There's
currency.
cryptocurrency and there's criticism currency.
We'll take her.
No, but that's the real thing. That's the real thing, G. Because here's the thing now. Right now, a YouTuber run everything. That's why even when people hear a song, they're not even taking the initiative to pay the Spotify premium.
Yeah. Which is nothing.
Which is nothing. Where it's going to equate to like probably fraction of a penny, 0.2222, whatever.
Yep.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
But if them go YouTube, that get cut like
Yeah, a fraction of the fraction.
a
of the
fraction. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
So how y'all support with now?
No, sir. But you're critiquing like a mug.
Yeah.
You know, I personally think, you know, sometimes we sit down and say, where did we go wrong? What did music? And I think streaming is a devil.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There's pros and cons because the only advantage of streaming to me pretty much is Joe Blow in a certain part of the country hears a song. My music, for example, will come up with a lot of Cali music.
Right.
That's an audience that probably wouldn't normally be dialed in.
Right.
So that's the one little perk.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? But the devil of that mess now is
Oh yeah.
nobody gets rewarded.
No one.
You know, if you see somebody get what you'd get from selling one album right now, right? $9.99. You probably have to get 10,000, probably 20,000 streams for
Yeah.
the same
Exactly.
the same thing.
So how does the creative live?
You don't. You don't.
It's real, man.
You don't. A Bridget of mine said to me one time, you know what a musician is without a wife? Homeless.
Yeah. But like that.
But it ain't right though. It
Yeah.
ain't right.
It's true.
You hear the music that's being made right now. Sometimes we separate it by, you know what I mean, regions. There's the Cali reggae. And you can, if your eyes are closed and you're listening, you can kind of hear it.
Of course.
The Cali reggae is out there. You have UK reggae, which sounds UK as a mug. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
South Pacific.
South Pacific reggae. Then you have the Jamaican reggae.
Yeah.
And I feel like the hardest ones to listen to.
Which one?
I think. It's harsh.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's brutal.
It's very, very, yeah. We always complain about everybody else taking it, but the other ones is easy listening. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, with our thing, you have to select. And if your kid's in the car, it's a tougher selection too. You know? Because even if the man not using profanity, he's killing somebody.
Oh yeah.
Without cursing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When you sit back now outside of your role and your cheers as producers and you just listen to, how do you feel about the music that comes through your headphones right now?
I mean, it's realistic.
It's painting a real picture.
That's what it is. That's what they live in.
Right. So they're
So
bringing
it's
forth what
authentic.
their real lives.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we can mix it up and do some clean music.
Right.
But overall, like, that's the music. Like,
It's
me
the real-
personally, like, that's what I listen to.
Right. The real
I
raw.
prefer that, yeah. Because it has a feeling. Like, I don't just listen to music to dance or anything. Like, it brings about certain emotions. Like,
I got you.
Yeah.
So everything serves a purpose.
yeah.
And that's what connects you to.
that.
And you know, amazingly enough, you mentioned that as we grew up listening to the dancehall, for those people who, you know, that's before dancehall was a genre, dancehall was a place. That's exactly what the music did, you know.
Bro, we was listening to Bounty Killer. Come on, man.
Bruh, my mama, he want me here playing.
Hey, no,
man. You know what I mean?
me never get to listen about it.
But I did all the time.
Cobra?
Like,
Come on,
periods
Mad
of-
Cobra?
Yeah.
Me never get to listen to
You
about
couldn't bring that to the crib.
No, of course. Yeah, I used to play at the Stone of everything.
Oh, gosh.
And they supported it.
So
Man,
him and the
your folks
real
are the
bad
cool
man.
folks. My dad was great.
Not me. Me not see him.
Yeah.
See him both.
I like it. So I was exposed to that from early.
Oh, okay,
I used to
okay.
buy, you know, Sting on VHS and all that.
Yeah.
And they would watch it with me and yeah.
Man, your parents are the cool parents.
Yeah, man. No,
Your
it's
parents are
fine.
the cool
it's-
parents.
Yeah, big up his parents. They're
They,
real
you
cool.
gotta large them up. They're the cool
Yeah,
folks.
man.
And even to this day, like, they still support what I'm doing. So
That's what's up. That's what's
very
up.
lucky to have that.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing you mentioned that. I was having another conversation the other day, especially when it comes to producers and musicians. I find that the most successful ones are the ones that had that support.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
If
The
you
ones
don't-
that had
you
to
don't have
fight
it,
the battle on their own,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
It's hard. If you don't have it, if you don't have support, you're more likely to stop.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because this is a tough business.
In the industry already.
Yeah.
So if you get it from home, of all places, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, man.
Where your strength is supposed to be coming
yeah,
from.
man.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Wow. Everybody wants security, man. People are like, yo, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we see the stars on TV, but we don't have no neighbors.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's
I
not
like
like
that.
It's not like I can say, well,
I like that.
It really works.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that.
Because Jigga next door.
Yeah.
It don't work that way.
Don't work that way, man.
You know, all the ones I know are struggling.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, but it's and I implore all parents out there. I'm not saying it's your responsibility to raise your children.
Yeah.
So man, I say you must put your hoop dreams and your rap dreams that never manifested on your children.
Right.
No
but at
matter
the
what
end of the
that,
day, if them really have a passion for something,
Support it, man.
support it.
Yeah, man.
Support it.
Support it, man.
You know, we need that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping it up with some dope young producers. And of course, we got music. So, we're going to always drop some more joints for you. Raquel, Wagwan, Melissa, all of y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. This latest in Nota Paola. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Back in the day, you told me I was all you had. Never would I be lonely, never would I be sad. Oh, I wish it was that simple. Oh, funny how things change. You get mad, I get mad. We yell and say things that we don't mean, that burn green. Soothe the pain like morphine. We come so close to giving up. Somehow you always end up right next to me. Right next to me. Oh, right next to me. You're always right next to me. Why do you stay? Why don't you go? Thought you would have had it with me by now. How do we go down this road again? Some things will never change. We back and forth, we up and down. We clash like 2 weeks on from Kingston Town.
My name's Toyan, ladies and gentlemen. The song's called Next to Me. Got large up some folks. Wagwan, Suzanne.
End up right next to me. Right next.
Hey there, Raquel. Mark, what's up?
Oh,
Melody.
next to me.
Wagwan, Cam.
Always right next to me. So many times we said goodbye.
Cam, you're so true. So right. Them now by the team.
But I keep falling into your trap. Too many drinks and too many shots.
Now I'm on a tune about I got to pull up from top, ladies and gentlemen. It's Toyan. It's called Next to Me. And I'm giving you all the info for a reason. Get the things them. What up, Michelle? Jeanette.
Back in the day, you told me I was all you had. Never would I be lonely, never would I be sad. Oh, I wish it was that simple. Oh, funny how things change. You get mad, I get mad. We yell and say things that we don't mean, that burn green. Soothe the pain like morphine. We come so close to giving up. Somehow you always end up right
Large up Baltimore.
next to me.
Silver Springs, Maryland's in the building.
Next to me. Oh,
Wagwan, Suzette.
right next to me. You're always right next to me.
Hawaii.
Why do you stay? Why don't you go? Thought you would have had it with me by now. How do we go down this road again? Some things will never change. We back and forth, we up and down. We clash like 2 weeks on from Kingston Town. Dope for dope, another final round. We come so close to giving up, but still you always end up right next to me. Right next to me. Oh, right next to me. You're always right next to me. So many times we said goodbye.
Hey, Cindy.
This time will be just like the last time. Yeah, but I keep falling into your trap.
Charmaine.
Too many drinks and too many shots. Boy, you got me like that. When I see you, I fiend you, and then we're falling right back. I know you feel the same way. We break up to make up. That's why you always end up right next to me. Right next to me. Oh, right next to me. You're always right next to me. Right next to me. Right next to me. Oh, right next to me. You're always right next to me.
Big tune. It's called Next to Me. It's Toyanne. Ladies and gentlemen, we're dropping joints here, and yes, we do play a lot of the songs that you don't normally hear in a commercial space. But here, what now? A big tune. I mean, the song's out in multiple different. I'm playing from strictly the best. You understand what I'm saying? So that means it's not like boy a G Cole alone have it. You know what I mean? So I'm playing from that one from the strictly the best compilation, courtesy of VP. You know what? I wonder, gentlemen, when it comes to this music. I feel like and I always got to talk to us because who else to talk to us but us? I feel like our people listen to music. Our people listen artists and the rest of the world listen to music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's a situation where because I've been in Europe, I've been in the UK, I've been in remote places and even some other Caribbean places. And they'll come out if the music is good. If the music sounds good, that's fire, I'm listening to that. But we're reading the flyer for the recognizable name.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Yeah. As producers, yes, you want to make your music and you want the music to hit because that's why we're making it, right? Love and all that, but you do want it to do its thing, chart and all that. How do you decide sometimes, something, I'm going to work with these artists that don't have that buzz, don't have that big name out there? Because again, I'm listening to Toyanne for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I listen to a lot of music, so I'm assuming that she's probably not the largest name. She might be the largest talent, because she's fire. But might not be the largest name on a commercial landscape. Yeah. Is it ever a struggle for you guys to say, boy, I mean, I have one unknown name, I say, no, but me need for call Kalanji. You know what I mean? I gotta call the familiar right now. Is that a struggle at all as producers?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want the familiar names because obviously they're gonna get more streams and more listens, so in the end it's good for you. Right. But me personally, I love working with upcoming artists because you get the chance to develop a sound. Right. The established artists, they're just stuck in their own, what they think works for them. But with young artists, the producer, we get to experiment and find sounds. Right. And can build something into, because eventually every big artist was an upcoming artist. Right. So for me,
some of them don't remember that, but
exactly. So it's good. It's good when you can find a young artist and build them to that stage. Right.
I love that because it's always something I wonder about when it comes to artists putting out music, and artists complain about it a lot of times too. It's amazing that little relationship between producers, artists, radio, right? Everybody ever see him complain to the dust pointed at the other person. Yep. So the artist will complain that the producer don't want to work with them because they're an upcoming name, they're not big, right? And the producer is gonna say, boy, the big name artists don't want to work with us because we're not the biggest name in production. And then there's radio over there where everybody gonna say, well, they're really not playing with because we're not the biggest name, right? So I feel like there is a strained and crazy relationship between the three that we have to iron out in order for this to work. Radio. What's the relation when it comes to getting stuff on the radio? And me, the views of G Cole does not represent the gentleman here.
Disclaimer.
A disclaimer. Yeah. Yes, I am on radio a lot of time, but me about them all too. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, in all honesty, radio doesn't do its job. Radio is a place, but it's also an institution and it's also a thing, right? It's a corporation. Yeah, it's money. But even from a money standpoint, there's different ways to generate a revenue stream using the radio to do that. So the payola thing gotta go. But in terms of the music that you hear on the radio, I feel like there's no authenticity. I feel like everybody get the same. It's like an email go with a playlist. Email blast, and I'm saying, let's grab a playlist. Because if you are, and it goes to mainstream radio too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where because I've literally skipped from 103.
It's syndicated, man.
Yeah.
Everybody playing the same thing,
Yeah,
like 3
syndicated.
minutes after.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous. But in our sphere now, the reggae, the dancehall sphere,
Shouldn't be like that.
it shouldn't be like
Too
that.
much music come out of Jamaica for that.
Too much music, too much talent, and too much new
Yeah.
music.
But that's also the problem.
Yeah.
There's too much music.
Yeah.
Saturation.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a problem for radio
Mm-hmm.
to find, the good songs and try to play them. But I mean, right now with technology and Instagram and all social media,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, radio is almost the end of the line to
Right.
me.
Right.
If people in the streets don't like you, they're not gonna go look for your song on the radio.
Right.
I think for artists, the best thing to do is get a buzz in the street. Make
Mhm.
people like you, like online, wherever it is.
Right.
Once your song picks up, radio has no choice but to play it.
So that's where people are going wrong a lot of times is they're trying to
That's
make
just
the
me.
focus but there's truth to that though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we might be focusing in the wrong area.
Yeah.
We're trying to say, man, if I could get radio to play this.
No, but
Then the streets gonna love it.
You can't force people to like music.
Right.
You can.
But
play
that's
the
programming though. That's what radio does. I'm gonna give a perfect example.
True.
I can tell you 3 songs. Sean Paul, We Be Burning,
Yeah.
right? Drew Hill, How Deep Is Your Love? The other one, I'm not gonna even come rate the artist. So, but I remember not
Programming.
liking those songs, and then I remember like yesterday, the day that I caught myself singing those songs
Yeah.
because of the fact that they
Played it so much.
they played it so much, hence the programming.
Programming.
You know what I mean? But I get exactly what you mean.
But at the same time too, that was in a different time.
Okay, I
Right
get
now,
okay.
like, where do you find new music?
Social media,
Yeah.
YouTube, all them places.
Yeah, people are finding music on their own online, and they're listening to whatever they feel like listening to. So, for you to force new music onto someone, most of these people don't even listen to radio in their car anymore because
Right.
they have Bluetooth. They can
Right.
play anything they want,
Right.
or even internet radio that don't work off of a
Right,
payola playlist or anything like that.
Right.
So it's just different.
There's options out there.
Yeah, there's too many options, which can be good if you have good
Right.
music. You can try and build your fan base,
Right.
and everything else follow after that.
I love that. But it also goes back to what we were saying earlier in terms of are they really the people who are working in music? Are they really lovers of the music? Because if you just mentioned a while ago, said the new music is out there because it's out there in these different avenues, then the DJ them parade and I should not find it too, since they're listening to music too.
It's too much work. It's too much music.
You're right. But I always throw my button in. Radio, it's obvious I button my button up. But the thing is, the thing is, true, and I would feel empathetic if I heard them playing all this new music and I can say, oh my God, they're discombobulated with all this new music, but then I still play the same song.
I mean, I don't think they have the freedom to play
That.
because the radio.
Mainstream radio, no.
No, they have playlists.
Our smaller stations
Our music,
do.
Yeah.
They do. So I'm trying to find the reason. I'm trying to legitimize why it is what it is because everybody playing the same things. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody play the same things. I've sometimes I can call some names, the Chichis of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the stuff we're playing right
Big
about
up
now.
Chichi, yeah.
You tell them and say they ain't got them because I don't hear them on the radio. You know. So yes, we have a lot of people right now who are listening through other mediums, but I feel like we're shortchanging the people who still are listening to radio.
Let me tell you something. I never ever in my entire career hear a DJ go back and timestamp a song to give it to somebody else.
That's wicked, man.
That's wicked.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's wicked. So I hear both of your points. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
But the thing that we're missing the most is that, you know how G. Cole said the producer blamed the radio and the artist blamed that. And the main thing that we're missing is all we're all fighting for is the attention of the people.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm fighting for your 2 ears the same way radio is fighting for your 2 ears and vice versa, right? So I think one of the biggest, not issues, but one of the things that we could work on is what you touched on earlier. I believe if the radio DJ was compensated well and could be a radio DJ,
Well, wait. Let's come to that.
then he will have the time
to do the job properly.
To do the job properly.
Yeah.
But many of the radio DJs,
It's a hustle.
it's a side gig, bro.
It's more exposure.
It's a side gig.
Yeah, they're not getting
It's a
paid.
passion project for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I went, and DJs we're talking about a lot of times are our DJs. It's no different from back in the day. We used to say to people, the reason why our soccer team never excelled is because that was never their full-time gig.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They were playing soccer after
Exactly.
work.
Imagine LeBron said, me is a basketball player part-time.
Yeah. They just don't, you can't be the best at it if you're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
You can dabble in all the things, but you're only going to be great at the thing that you're doing most of the time.
True.
Right.
I dig that.
But I agree with what Sean said too. Like, right now, everything is disrupted.
Yeah.
Everything is disrupted.
And he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Me just about on the radio.
I mean, I bond them out with you too.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm never sure of a disclaimer. You know what I mean? But because I kid you not, it irks me.
Of course, yeah.
Because I listen to the radio for one reason and one reason only. I'm kind of forced to listen to radio right now. And the reason I'm forced to listen to radio is I'm forced to listen to it because I have to know what's going on.
What's hot?
Yeah. Just what's out there. So now me I force myself to listen to the radio and it's like torture.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not no more.
Just leave that mess alone.
No.
Leave that mess alone.
Echo is like, this is the AA meeting. I used to be like.
Yeah, straight up. Because the internet, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, you can just go. There's so much new things.
Yeah.
And they suggest a lot of things too.
That's a good thing with the playlist they do.
There's so many different playlists.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But there's a radio DJ I deal with it.
some of them, that's the sad part.
No,
Playlists are becoming literally radio.
But meaning is an algorithm.
Yeah.
But the AI is now your radio DJ.
Yeah.
So you took the human you took the human element of it. Oh, you listen to this, and this. I'm suggesting this.
And that's why we got that little thing the other day where they said they let go probably 4,000, 5,000 people from my heart.
Yeah.
And so forth because the algorithms are taking over.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And there's no but me can't call the algorithm and cause him out.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they want it. That's why everything's automated. They don't want
They don't want you to be able to
operators
call
on
and
the
say,
phone.
yo.
You can't get an operator on the first dial. Are you crazy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking culture right here. Grammys.
Yeah. Big.
In my opinion, I want to say we.
Yeah.
And the Grammys have always had a really strained relationship, right?
Yeah.
Where most years, I think this is one of the few years that people didn't bitch and complain.
Didn't or
did not.
Okay.
About the nominees.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because normally when you see the five nominees, at least 3 of them you end up on hell.
We already know it.
You know what I mean? So it's not even to say you want to say the one, but this year I feel like there were other great stuff that weren't nominated.
Right.
Darius wasn't in there. You know what I'm saying? But nobody could really say, well, that shouldn't be there.
So then we'll get better then.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
So is that the Grammys? Is the selection process getting better, or is the quality of music getting better?
Selection process.
I wouldn't say selection.
Oh, yeah?
Probably the quality.
The quality of the music. There's better options.
Yeah.
Are they hearing the cry of the people? Is that you think that has anything to do with it? Are they hearing the complaints?
No.
I don't think they
Grammys are political, man, and it's like
they don't care
it's
about
there's a lot going on behind the
Popularity
scenes,
contest.
and until the Grammys say what the requirements are for a project to win, it's always going to be subjective to whoever the judges are or whoever the people are that
But then here man go play devil's advocate.
Oh, go right ahead, man.
Isn't art subjective?
Art is subjective.
Who could have told Picasso when he was broke in France that he was going to be Picasso?
Yeah, but when it comes to accolades, are accolades subjective?
Of course.
The accolades of
life isn't a meritocracy.
But I'm saying, because you got the Billboard Awards, we know what you know what the requirements are, right?
No, but what I'm saying is it's subjective as well. It's subjective on the cumulative liking of something.
But it's all comes down to a basic statistic with Billboard.
People bought it.
Yes. Yeah. So with Grammys, there's no
many
stats.
people liked it enough to buy it.
Right.
That's what I'm getting
but
to.
that's the power of the people, though. Unless the label is behind all the stuff, you know what I mean?
Which is true too. Which is true too.
Which is
true too. But you know that's what I said. The whole art in general is subjective.
No, I agree. I just feel like the Grammys. We don't know what
nobody has the manuscript.
Yeah.
Nobody got the bylaws.
Yeah.
You know? There's nobody that says, "Hey man, here's what it is."
Yeah.
And anytime you talk to the people, who are involved.
Right.
You know, if you talk to 50 people, you get 50 different things, which means ultimately there were no.
Yeah.
Now, and the rules really don't apply to us either.
No.
Because those rules are really for the mainstream genres.
Exactly.
It is a popularity contest.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, and most of the people who are putting their votes in, I had a couple of people in who we spoke to about it.
Right.
And like their thing is, okay, I get 150 albums. That's just the reggae.
Of course.
Right? So you're not listening to these thousands of albums that you're getting. So your first thing you're going to do is you're going to, okay, the popular ones, it's not just the Grammys, it's the Oscars or whatever. Who's watching all them films?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if a certain popular name comes up, then you say, okay, I'm going to know that name there. I'm going to check those out. But sometimes some names come up that aren't that popular either.
True.
So you start wondering to yourself, is that really the manuscript? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing the music, all right? All right, you see people, you hear the one about a ding, 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 ding. So,
I think that the issue with Grammys is, like you said, it's popularity. Just like the Oscars and everything. Like, they pick who they feel like is the best for that year.
Right.
And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. The only issue with reggae is that we don't have enough representatives in the Grammys to vote for reggae. You're being voted on by people who don't listen to reggae.
So they're voting for you just because they're asked to. It's not because they really listened, really cared, but you keep asking them to vote, so they vote.
Nah, man.
But even that process, I still don't even understand how that voting process works. I don't even understand.
I mean, that's what it is for the rest of the Grammys.
Yeah.
Whoever, like, hip-hop album of the year, someone has to vote on that, and its popularity. It's whoever they feel is the top artist for that year, or top album. So it's the same thing with our category. But how many Jamaicans are in that process of voting?
That is true.
And you have to, somebody has to submit your project to the Grammys. They're not just going to go find it.
Right.
Somebody that's registered with the Academy has to submit on your behalf or you yourself. So, you know.
They're not going to dig that up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So you could have a classic album.
Yeah.
And it wasn't submitted. I think one artist, was it J. Cole or somebody, never submits, or some artist like that that's major, which is
And they don't submit it.
You know, because he doesn't really care. I'm not saying it's him, but I've heard that.
Right. I've heard that too.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who it was, but I did hear that.
Yeah.
The thing is, the politics of it is this.
Yeah.
Like you said, people got to vote on it. But at the end of the day, when you get, like I said, nobody's listening to the 150. So there's some of them that you're going to really weed out.
True.
You know what I mean? And then some of them you pay attention to. Some of them have name recognition. Some's been there before. Sometimes you want to award the OGs. But this year we had Steel Pulse, who already won. So whomever's in there, if you know anything, you recognize the name. Third World, you might recognize the name as well as they have the endorsement, the Junior Gang endorsement.
True.
Koffee is the hottest thing buzzing in the street. So if you never heard of her, you weren't listening to nothing. Right? Sly and Robbie, I had no idea they had an album till nomination day.
Yeah, me too.
So, whatsoever.
They're legends, though. You know?
They're legends.
Yeah.
So somebody knew. And then the thing that might have helped them too is their Sly and Robbie. So every single song has a feature.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then say if they got 14 tracks, they got 14 family names.
Yeah.
And then of course there was Julian Marley. You know what I mean? Who is Julian Marley?
Yeah.
So but this year, and I listened to all of those albums.
Yeah.
And I thought they were all dope albums. Some I prefer more than others.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the previous year, even the Grammy Award, the Grammy winner shouldn't even be nominated. That's just me.
Who won last year?
Shaggy and Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The album did it bad still.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them was
but if you're going off of the quality award,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There were way more.
So are you mad because Sting is kind of like the cheat code for that? Is that why? Like,
I wasn't mad at all.
Yeah.
I think it's just a subjective thing again.
But you know what? I never thought about it that way. But no, they mentioned it is a cheat code.
Yo, Sting is a cheat code.
Yeah, cheat Sting on my next joint.
Yeah.
But and then even the year when Junior Gang and Chronix were in there,
Yeah.
Damon Marley won. We were rooting for a lot of people were rooting for Chronix because it was the underdog syndrome.
But Damon's album was good though.
But the Damon Marley album was fire.
It was good. Yeah.
So when he won, to me, it didn't matter because a dope album won.
Yeah.
But last year, for example, the two best albums weren't even nominated. Alba Rosie, I don't know if you listen to Alba Rosie album. That album to me was the
So
best
fire.
reggae
So
album
fire.
for the year.
Yep.
And it wasn't even nominated.
Yep.
And you can't.
I agree with that.
You know what I
But
mean?
you don't know. Maybe somebody didn't submit it on his behalf.
He did. It was.
He did. He did. Okay. All right. So
It was submitted. So
It's just subjectively
it's
not
subjective,
chosen.
and it goes back to who's voting.
That's why I
did
said
they know
this.
his name.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
That's why.
Supposedly it's the musicians that are part of the academy that have voting rights, because you have some musicians that are members, but they don't have the rights to vote for whatever reason. I don't know. I forget what the requirements are, and you have voting members. But I don't know if some people's votes way more than other people's votes. It's like the whole process. I just wish it was clarified more. You know, that's just me.
Well,
But you could say the same thing about politics. Like I still don't understand how the electoral college works. With the
Nobody does, man.
That's just crazy. So
I don't think the candidates do.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear, I don't think I don't think the candidates know how this works.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. Politics is politics, no matter where you get it from, how you slice it and dice it.
Yeah.
But Grammy was a big year for y'all.
Big year.
Yes.
Big year, major year for y'all, right?
Yeah. Yes, thanks.
You guys produced the song "Throne," Koffee.
Yes.
Is this the first Grammy for everybody, or
Yes, sir.
multiple?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
first one.
First one.
Man.
When let me ask you, because when it comes to politics of any sort, you really don't know. You think you know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people didn't know the president was gonna win, but you don't know. You know what I mean? You got a good feeling.
Yeah.
Who was like, yo, we got this?
This guy.
I definitely thought.
You knew you got it.
This
Right?
guy.
Yeah.
Why? What was it about the album that you thought?
I mean, just based off of Grammys being done by votes, I mean, there's no way they didn't hear who Koffee was.
Right.
After the year that she had.
Right.
So
But that still doesn't guarantee it. Though.
No, I wasn't saying that she definitely had it, but
Yeah.
But you were
I had a good
confident.
feeling.
You were like, yo, we this one's
We're
solid.
in the running,
Yeah. If you had to gamble,
I would have.
you'd have dropped the 100 G's on that.
Yeah,
one.
man. Sean was the first one to say it to me. Yo, we're going to get it, I
Yeah.
was like, nah, bro, no way.
Not with all these
so
OGs.
far-fetched, no way. No, I'm talking like
Before
even
nomination.
nomination, like
Oh snap! You were that confident.
before Billboard, before everything.
No, not so far.
Yeah, all right, sorry.
You gotta go far. You
I'm
gotta
telling you,
go
Sean
far.
called it, and I was
Yeah.
like, as we were talking on the phone, I'm like, bro, I guess I try to gas me up in a dog. It can't happen. It can't happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, nomination day. I'm there. See the Koffee. Oh my gosh. Then Sean comes and reiterates, yo, we got it. I'm like, no, bro.
Yeah.
When did you get comfortable? Did you at all before the announcements?
Honestly, when she did take long for go up on the stage,
Yeah.
and she win, and I see she collect the trophy,
Yeah.
that's when I got comfortable.
So you weren't comfortable
No,
until it happened.
even up until I wasn't sure,
Right,
but Sean
right.
called it. He called it. I'll say that all the time.
So right now, after one night, you're no longer Nicko. You are the Grammy Award winning Nicko.
I
You're
tell
the
you.
Grammy Award winning Sean. You're the Grammy Award winning Echo Slim, right? So what does that mean to on a personal level? We can always talk about everything else, but on a personal level, what does that mean to you?
I would prefer to Sean or Nicko. Cause,
Go on, Sean. Tell them everything and then we go in.
True.
I'm gonna know what it means to me, right? You know, dog, at this point. All right. Since we never get no acceptance speech. All right, go on, Sean.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, for me, it's almost like confirmation of what we're doing. Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't believe in what you're doing until they actually see something happen. And this, I mean, you can't. There's not much you can do more than
The Grammys.
getting a
That's
Grammy.
a gold standard.
Yeah. For music, so that's really what it is. Like
Right.
confirmation for them and myself, really, to know that I'm doing the right thing and going in the right direction. And just keep working.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. What about you,
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
honeys?
Listen to me, my dude. Let me tell you. No, wife would have killed me, dog.
Oh, snap.
How you trying to, dog? How you trying?
The
No.
Views Express.
But no, it's just like what Sean said. It was complete affirmation. Like I'm telling you guys, taking the road as a creative is a treacherous road. It's a treacherous road, and sometimes you think somebody with you, and them just fall off, dog. Them just fall off, dog. And you said, John Star. I wonder if he is the smart one.
Yeah.
Come still a go.
True.
But still a go.
They asked Ice Cube that.
But still a go. So
Yeah.
when you see something like such a big award, as you said, the gold standard, touching on your hand or your grass, something where you create and you give to the world and you say, world, take it, and they judge it and give you acknowledgement.
Yeah.
You can't want a better affirmation than that.
Wow.
And as a musician, I don't care if you play a violin or you play a guitar up on the street or you sing one tune. Da-da-da-da. Listen, every musician wants a Grammy.
Yeah. No matter what them say.
No matter what them say. So
Everybody who I've ever heard say, man, that don't matter.
yeah.
was always like on the 9th nomination.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Man, please.
It matters, man. It matters. It matters. So it's definitely like a blessing, and trust me, big up Koffee, big up Walshy Fire, man.
Big up Walshy.
How did that come about? How did you become a part of?
Connecting energies again, man.
Wow.
It was just divine. The whole thing was divine. That's
Yeah,
why I was
man.
like, when Sean said the Grammy, I like, we could see it's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm a person like, nah, I don't want to jinx it, man. Let's just go. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he's a speaking into being.
Yeah. But he did pretty
Wow.
much, you know. But it was all divine, like
the whole energy.
how it got to Walshy, how she got signed, like when we, you know, she wasn't even signed when we gave it to her. So it was like, it was just.
So this was way before. It's not like it up. Yo.
When we made it,
Yeah.
it was like, yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
fire.
That's the beauty of music, man. You don't know. That's why I think if you make music with good intentions and not focus on the money or the accolades or whatever, your music will go further.
That's
in my
difficult.
opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that will come. What you hope to. Everyone wants to make a living off music. Any musician, but if that's your main focus right away, it may be difficult, you know, to start.
I can only imagine. And then you guys as Grammy award winning producers, just cool and cold and humble. Yeah, I'm telling you something. My T-shirt that I say the Grammy award. I'm just
straightforward.
The driver's license would say the Grammy award winning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
For real, man. For real.
I've been talking about every day. So who you talking to? My Grammy. I mean my grandma. You know what I mean?
My Grammy.
New Grammy. Who's this?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Now, does it change anything for you guys in terms of work, how you do what you do? Because here's the deal. I believe in this too. There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
it's a situation where you can't regress. It doesn't necessarily mean that every record you make will now win a Grammy.
Right,
But from a
right.
standard standpoint,
Yes.
you can't, backpedaling.
No
You know what I
back,
mean?
none.
How does that affect you guys in terms of the work you do?
Selectivity.
Well,
that's it.
and like our lawyer, like the lawyer, I met with our lawyer, and she's like, "Yo, price gone up."
Yo.
Straight up. So when
Cool
she does
number.
contracts, she's putting that in there, and it's like, "Yo,
Drop a big sound effect.
Yeah.
now.
I gotta
A
find
big
some.
one. A big one.
The liar
Big
say.
one. Him have liar now too.
yes." It's true.
The liar said the thing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro.
What it is.
It is what it is. And my thing is this. I ask that because then there's going to be the other people who are like, yo, but here's the deal. You pay for what you get.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's no different from you being in corporate America.
Yep.
And being an attorney, like your lawyer.
Yeah.
The more cases she win and the bigger her name becomes, you can't expect for PR what you paid her
Right.
when she just passed the bar.
It's real.
Right.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So I expect and I hope and I demand that the people out there who are coming to you put what Birdman said, put some respect on the brothers' names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Well, that team I play that tune there.
It's also more politics too,
Yeah.
because you could even know some of these people before you got the Grammy,
Mm-hmm.
but now they want to work with you so they could put Grammy producer.
on their.
On their-
Oh, so they're trying to exploit the situation.
That's why you
That's
have
why
to.
the price gone up.
As our price gone up.
That's why.
I am mad.
Because they take it up. Yeah, people, man.
Yeah.
Some people
That's
just
just how
can't.
it go.
It's just how it
Yeah.
go.
Now, somebody that you gave a beat to 15 years ago, it was one of your old beats that you made on a.
I know them a find it.
Yo.
No, them a
Now
find
drop
it.
that tune there by the Grammy Award winning.
And I'll be like, yo, I didn't have a Grammy when I made that shit. Why did you drop that? That is not Grammy worthy.
That's the thing that with this business that's a little crazy. It's just-
Exactly.
you know what I mean? There's so much madness that goes on.
Yeah, true.
Bro, I'm proud of y'all, man. Trust me.
Give thanks.
I mean, next time you're doing it though, just give me at least a triangle, yo. I just have one. Ding. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They gotta pay me.
Yo, unity, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
How you mean, man? We're bringing the whole team, man.
That's what I'm
The whole
talking about.
community, man.
You heard it here. I'm not deleting this. This is visual and verbal. Confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, try this one right here. It's called Do You Love Me?
Big tune, big tune.
That one have a vintage vibe.
Yeah, man.
Echo Slim and Chris Alexandra. Striker Lee. Now you went classic.
Don't you treat me like a puppet on a string? Cause you know I done went from lie to love, and you controlling everything. See, there ain't enough time in the day So I need you to tell me if you feel the same. Do you love me, baby? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me? Tell me, do you love me, baby? I'm standing here waiting in the rain, knocking on your door, but nobody answering. Baby, why don't you tell me? You could even spell it out, I can hear you clearly. We could take it slow, I just gotta be a lady. Don't have me out here believing in your story, yeah. Baby, I've been waiting here, hoping that you feel the same. I really like it, but don't wanna wait and wait. I spill my heart to you, I'm asking for the truth. Is it really me and you, or am I just illusion now? Do you love me, baby? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me?
Gotta take it from the top, ladies and gentlemen. Body.
Boy, don't you treat me like a puppet on a string. Cause you know I done went from lie to love, and you controlling everything. See, there ain't enough time in the day for us to be playing games. I already said all there is to say, so I need you to tell me if you feel the same. Do you love me, baby? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me? Tell me, do you love me, baby? I'm standing here waiting in the rain, knocking on your door, but nobody answering. Baby, why don't you tell me? You could even spell it out, I can hear you clearly. We could take it slow, I just gotta be a lady. Don't have me out here believing in your story, yeah. Baby, I've been waiting here, hoping that you feel the same. I really like it, but don't wanna wait and wait. I spill my heart to you, I'm asking for the truth. Is it really me and you, or am I just illusion now? Do you love me, baby? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me right now? Do you love me, baby?
How you going, sir?
Never meant for hurt me, but you did. What a thing now me, I sit down and now you for bring the meds. Tell me that you want me love, but you got nothing to give. I me hanging on your line and boy, that's no way to live. Whoa, you can't get one more minute of my time. You got me stressed out, now I'm drawing the line. Boy, you couldn't keep up, so you I get left behind. Now me, I run back and forth, but you was wasting my time. So tell me, boy.
Hey, Suzette, welcome. Loris, what's poppin'?
Love me, baby.
Yeah, Loris, we're talking to 3 dope producers here.
Love me, tell me, do you love me, baby?
The gentleman that is behind the song Throne
Do you love me, baby?
from the Grammy Award-winning EP
Love me,
Rapture
love me, tell
by Koffee.
you love me, baby.
And for that one person lives in Siberia under the big stone. Well, I said, what you talking about? We're talking about things like all these.
Go now, me step on the go now. Tell them watch it in a traffic, off in a slow down. In a me zone, alter to baritone. Soon them a go see say it's a queen up on the throne.
Yeah, that's it. Go to iTunes, ladies and gentlemen. Go to Spotify. We're not spoiling nobody. Bang! You know what I mean? Kabaka, I did that when Kabaka was here. Kabaka said, January, the shot is spin like me if I get that. But Loris, we're chopping it up with the gentleman who produced that song. All right, Sean's here, Eka Slim's here, Nicko is here, we're gonna drop the social media and everything in a minute. But we're just talking culture. It's not just about the song, because this song is pretty much a culmination of years of work, effort, energy, dealing with a lot of BS, because that's one of the things where musicians and producers have to deal with anything else.
Anything.
BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of artists watch the show too, so I implore you all to just take heed, listen, watch, observe, learn. I feel like you have those who do it, and you have those who do it well. You know what I mean? And I'm sure as producers, because artists do have it too, I'm sure there's a song or two or a production or two out there where if you could press disappear, alright? Not deleting them, like disappear.
Yeah.
It gone, alright? When you look at where you are right now, alright, and you go back in the rear view mirror of your mind, and you think about where you're coming from. Now, I asked earlier, did you ever see yourself at this position? But you know, I am the type of person like this. If you see me on a stage tomorrow giving an award speech, I don't need it written, because I done practiced that speech for the last 50 years. Because that's what I kid
rehearse.
you not. I kid you not.
Right.
Were you as a youth coming up thinking, you know, I'm gonna get me a Grammy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
always he's that guy.
He knew.
I knew music is what I want to do. So at some point you must get
right.
Or you would want to. So I didn't know how long it would take.
Right.
But I always
that was the mission.
thought I was gonna reach my goal. Yeah.
Was there ever a time where you said
goal, but
they're gold.
Yeah,
the real goal.
I love that though. I love it because you gotta see it. You gotta see it and believe in it.
This Grammy since a youth. Yo, I love this, man. Thank you, man.
Yo, here's what I'm gonna ask you to do just for me, right? I'm gonna ask you to will $500,000, right, in my account, right? Just will it to happen by Friday. He said people. A lot of people.
That is the key right there, you know, the time.
You know where that way?
No, you have to put the work in.
Now you get technical. But I love that. You gotta be. If you don't believe in you, why should somebody else?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yo, but you touch on that, and that's like interesting thing, because many people don't believe in themselves.
True.
A lot of people, you say it, you know, and we think it's simple, you know.
A lot of people don't. Even though they're doing it every day.
Yeah, but them not believing in themselves.
They don't believe in themselves.
But just start believing in myself. I'm not lie.
Yes, that. Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
It's real.
It's real, man. It's real.
People go through it, man.
You have to. You have to. Was there ever a time that you almost thought about hanging it up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When the bill them come in, when you have rent, mortgage, and you have to go to a boom and say, Channel Star, gas again?
Yeah. Yo, gas. Man.
Is it man say, I will live in South Florida, so driving is essential.
Yeah.
Is it man say?
And these gas prices don't normally go down.
No.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah, there's been some times where the pressure almost, you know?
Almost bust the pipe.
Almost bust it. And we just have to go, wall it out.
Yeah. Who out there right now is on your, I'm going to say bucket list of people that you just love to work with? I know there's multiple people out there, but just drop a name of somebody that's on your bucket list. Rihanna?
Yeah. Put it out there again.
You be speaking stuff in the big. Rihanna.
I love it. Big up Sean Alaric every time.
I didn't say get with now. I'm saying work with.
No, work with.
Okay. Just clarify.
Yo, get it straight now.
But
big up. Respect on it.
I'm just saying.
I never knew.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to speak into the big. But and what about you?
Yo, Limp Bizkit, bro.
Yo.
What?
Come on, man.
Yo.
That is the thing, you know.
Yes.
The ears, them are for different, you know, my youth.
I have.
Your ears, them are for different, you know.
Limp Bizkit.
You know about that album?
What you know? Yes.
Yo.
Exactly. Your ears are for different. So, like,
Wicked.
would I love to work with somebody like that?
Fred
Durst is in that bar somewhere right now. For real,
yeah. And we're ready.
And they listen to reggae.
Yeah, man. Them listen to reggae.
They listen to reggae, man.
Oh, yeah.
Think about the magic we could create.
Yeah.
With a fusion.
Amazing.
Hip hop, reggae, rock.
Amazing.
Limp Bizkit. I never expected that one.
The first one was going to be Linkin Park, but rest in peace, Chester.
Right.
That's my guy.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, man.
What about you?
Oh man, Linkin Park.
Yeah, man.
Because I had a connection with them. But,
Yeah.
for me, it'll probably be Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Wow, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah,
no. You know, you just use a word that was like a fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a word that you see. Almost every word in reggae dancehall culture is polarizing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everything you mention, somebody's for it and somebody's against.
Oh
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't like the whole fusion vibe. Again, hence when people are
purists,
critiquing
some
even
of the purists.
the so-called purists.
Yeah.
When truth be told, there's almost nothing that's not a hybrid or something.
Exactly, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's no purity
Exactly.
in it all. We came from, we had ska, we had rocksteady, we came all the way up, right?
Exactly.
And even the original format when reggae people, when Jamaican people were doing music, it was a parody of what was going on Top 40 radio too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So everything came from somewhere inspired by something.
Exactly.
But there's people who are not really digging the whole fusion thing.
Right.
And I think the reason why people have a gripe with it is there's nothing wrong with embracing something new, but I guess they feel right now that in embracing sometimes there's abandonment. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And there's a fear that people are going to abandon what the truths are.
True.
When it comes to, and I almost know it's not an issue. Well, I know it's not an issue because we got thrown right here. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's exactly where I was going. That's the definition of fusion.
Right. Thrown is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you, when you hear, because you hear it, your ears are to the streets, when you hear people talk about their views on dance hall, reggae, what am I call trap dancehall, all of them something, what goes through your mind? How do you feel about it? Not necessarily being a part of the conversation, but hearing the conversation.
Wow. I mean, a lot of people that are talking, most of the time it's people who don't really know music. So I don't really take it into any consideration, no.
Right.
But I mean, it's fine. People, like the younger artists, they can mix up their music and that's fine. But I think we should still keep some authentic music.
Of course.
Like there's nothing saying that you have to change everything. You can mix it. You can do the new style of dance, you can do old school dance.
Right.
You can mix up any, like there's no limit to art of music. Like you can do anything. Like there's no certain way you have to do. Yeah.
There's no standardized criteria for what the thing is.
Yeah.
Right.
Because even ska, when I listen to ska, the ska what me get from Prince Buster.
Yeah, is that
and
different?
And the ska that me get from Richie Stevens the other day. Two different ska.
Two different ska.
But ska nonetheless.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Right. Yes.
But a lot of people, I think what the issue is more, I think it's way bigger than fusion.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people's gripe go a lot, and I always circle it right back around to radio. You see, when you're there in Jamaica, your way is driving through Jamaica. A lot of times, people hear too much of the foreign. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the gripe starts.
Yeah, we're the biggest importers, bro.
You know what I mean? They're not hearing no Highgate on the radio. They might hear Snickers.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what's going on,
right.
and I think that's where the gripe starts. And then, so just to come back to, you see if you do a thing properly, because you have some Jamaican rappers. Crazy. Bad.
Bad.
And then you have some that are not.
Yeah.
Right? There should be a button or an email or a mailer that you send out to somebody that's not.
Yeah.
That says cease and desist.
All right. So, all right. That's the one thing in the entire interview me I gotta disagree with. Cause yo, that rapper song where him go voice, you know, it might not shot for you, but it might be number one for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You see what I said? It could change his life because it's like even when we're going in the thing about do you regret any song or anything that you've produced prior to the Grammy? No, man.
It's growth. Yeah.
Because some of them connect with people and say, yo, bro, when I was going through this, you know, that was my soundtrack for the life.
Yeah. Right.
So if to me, that's the real value in creating.
So you're about the appreciation.
Yeah, I'm about the impact.
I appreciate
the bank.
everything that comes out, right? But there's a trash pile, and there's certain things that there's no other place to put it.
Yeah.
But in the trash pile.
Yeah. And one man's trash is our next man's treasure. Yes.
You know, that is very much so true.
You see what I said?
Very, very, very,
yeah,
very,
man.
true.
As it goes right back to what I started with. It's subjective.
Very, very. Any art.
Any art is subjective.
It's like most of the film that win Oscars and stuff like that. I'd probably
never
watch from start to finish.
Never look at it. Never. Never look at it, but yo, them one they look on it. Like, yo, this is the baddest movie. Them done talk for about 20 minutes. Yo, the movie is so bad, dog.
Call it a silent film.
Yeah.
It can't. It's gonna be a silent film, dog.
But to we Bad Boys is the we have to see some action.
Yeah. Something's gonna blow up.
Yeah, something gotta blow. Yeah, so it's subjective, me. It's subjective.
Flores, big up. Now, again, going back to the culture and the evolution of the culture, because I think a lot of times people fear the evolution, and I blame a lot of the discourse right now, a lot of this issue that people have on, like I said, radio, and I'm sending it back to Jamaican radio, in terms of, you see, if they balanced out things, because it's like when people talk about good music versus what I call bad music.
Right.
I think that there's a balance that them being made in them.
Right.
I just think there's an imbalance in what's being played. And I think that's why people have a lot of gripe, because right now when you're listening to the place that you would think is the source of this reggae, this dancehall thing, where it should be pouring out like crazy, if you're in a whole lot more of other things. And then youths, right now we have social media, we have YouTube, we have whatever. So the influence, Caribbean, Jamaica was always heavily influenced by the US. Always. You can't get around from that, right? And but now the influence is immediate and wider because of the fact that you no longer have to wait to see something on screen.
Yeah.
You dip on your phone.
Right away.
You know what I mean? And then and it's an immediate impact. So there's nothing wrong with growth. There's nothing wrong with that if it's done well. But what I love with what, because I listen to the production that you guys are doing right about now, and even what's fusion, I don't see the abandonment.
Right.
I said to somebody the other day when they were talking about the Koffee EP and saying that it's got that pop vibe and whatever it is, maybe I look at pop as in its regular term popular.
That's what I look at it as too.
I don't think anybody makes music with the intention of it not getting
exactly
popular. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And again with the Grammy, if you say that you now make pop music, you go low dog.
Yeah, because nobody makes music for me and you alone. Like
exactly.
You know what I mean? You want the world to love it.
Exactly, brother.
But even though there's fusion here, I feel like this comfortably fits in any reggae dancehall form. I've never gotten a track where I say, well, I can't play, because I primarily play reggae. I love everything, but I primarily play reggae and dancehall because I feel like that needs more support than the others. The others are straight.
Yeah.
But there's no song on her EP that I think can fit the format.
Right.
So to me, I don't see a vacating the formula. I see merger, evolution.
Yeah.
And personally, the biggest, her song, I shouldn't say the biggest, but the first song that I heard from her was Straight Is Burning.
Yeah.
That to me was straight.
Big tune. Yeah. Big up.
Yeah. I was surprised it wasn't on the EP.
Big up Upsetter, man.
But she still sticks to the formula.
Yeah.
And then for the last part of it now is this. If you really want to complain and tell the woman that she must go make certain type of music,
go buy it from
other people. So she gets to say itself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, somebody's behind there crunching numbers.
Exactly.
You think Mr. RC and Mr. Sony run back and say, boy, so let's make passion pieces.
Yeah.
You don't work that way there.
You don't work that way there at all. At all.
If I was to give you a direct phone line to the masses out the road right about now, just the listening audience of reggae music, and give us a boy, talk to them for a couple of seconds, what would you tell them?
Yo, right now with reggae and the masses listening, I would say definitely support one another. Like that's the only way we're going to evolve as a genre and as a people, because we see what's happening already, right? What does the Latin genre have over us?
Support.
They must support them one another. They must get together. You see, Faruqa go so and name an album Gangali. The man go take with Ting, dog.
Straight Louis culture, man.
The man go take with Ting, dog.
I didn't even know that.
You see what I say?
Yep.
But here's what I know. Him can go so and name it Gangali and bring everyone of him Colombian or Mexican friend them, and them I go support them.
Yep.
Wow. Them now go throw no back up on the stage. Them now go stand up and look and say, Lord God, I'll go and flop today.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yep.
Them I go support them.
Yep.
Because that's the support that, as a creative, you need that support and that energy to keep creating.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you go like in Jamaica, like you look at Sting and all these shows. It's like they go just waiting. That Screwface is waiting for you to mess up.
Yeah, man.
So they can just throw some bottles in.
And if everybody performs well, it's almost like a disappointment.
Disappointment.
Yo.
I want to go on yourself.
It's true.
That show you lame, dog.
Say, yo, you mean I'm gonna come with my crate and empty off of it? No.
Yeah, true. That's crazy.
No, I gotta throw it at somebody in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So understand your worth.
Yeah.
Understand your worth, and from there, look for the support in the right places, because essentially you can't please everybody in the world.
No, that's what you need to know. You can't please everybody, man.
Yeah.
And don't take it personally. You can't.
No, don't take it personally.
Right. And amazingly, we talk about, the people out there who appreciate it. It's not like well, again, speaking on behalf of me, it's not like we're asking people who don't consume music for a bite,
No, exactly.
We're asking the people who actually listen to it.
Well, listen to it.
That's the market.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you listen to music, go buy it.
Yeah.
Or
you don't even have to buy it, really and truly.
Stream it or whatever you want.
No, you don't have to stream it either.
Mm-hmm.
When the artists come to your town,
go to the show.
Go to the show. Yeah. And if you can't reach at the show, I know the artists have one little cap a sell. Or a t-shirt. Support it.
Yeah.
You can't listen to music for free, man. Listen to music for free.
Yeah, you're a repost or a share. That's big.
The share don't cost us penny.
Not a thing.
Repost. Much people watch a thing and it's a calculated thing that they're just not gonna click like.
Yeah, of course.
It's like them feel like I'm gonna give something. If I give it that like.
The money I do this? No, sir.
Yeah.
But then I watch the whole video,
Of course. Multiple times too.
Yeah.
But they just refuse to click that like that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to go support the music because that's what it's about. And it cannot get better if it doesn't get support.
Yeah, and that's what every other genre has other than our genre.
It's support.
Or I shouldn't say that because it's supported in the other regions.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just not supported by us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're skipping over the obvious.
What?
It's just a Jamaican problem.
Oh yeah,
it's above music.
Yeah, man, we got sample that. Yeah, sample that. It's above music. You're right. It's a situation where we have the give me for free mentality, but it's not just that.
What?
I don't have a problem with you not buying the thing if you don't buy it. Just realize that you vacate the right to criticize the thing.
Right.
It's not even an issue of if they're gonna buy it or anything like that. It's harder for them to give people a chance.
True.
That's
True.
what it is.
To give their own a chance.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the sad part. Yeah.
Because if it's a foreign, all right, put it this way. It is way tougher for an average reggae or dancehall artist to be successful in Jamaica than an average rapper.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Right. A very average rapper can be loved in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Way easier than a DJ when I'm
that. So no Kodak Black around the world, man.
Yeah.
And the man is from Broward, bro.
Broward County.
Yeah. That's it.
Then you have to tell everybody that, man.
I'm sorry.
Keep that on the wraps, man.
Yeah.
Brother, I first of all, I'm proud of y'all.
Give thanks, G Gold.
Congrats on the success.
Thanks,
man.
Keep doing on though.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, there's obstacles, there's barriers. Just keep hurdling them like Olympics in the day. You know what I mean? I love it. And ladies and gentlemen out there that's listening, support the brothers when they put out them works. As a matter of fact, give them your social media info so they know where to go look for the works and they know what for go support. I'm going to start over here with
right.
you.
It's NickoRebelMusic.com. That's NICKO. Regular Music, MUSIC.com. Yo, everything is there. All the socials, everything is on that website.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can follow me Instagram, Sean Alaric. That's SEAN. ALARIC. And everything is on that. You can find playlists, videos, everything.
Right.
Yeah. Me, Echo Slim, just go to echoslim.com. Echo, ECHOSLIM.com. And all the socials are there. And support the actual artists, websites, the merch.
Right.
Because we don't know how long Instagram's gonna be here.
Yeah.
We don't know.
That's
I don't have the website.
No. But that's the real thing, It's just like I said, support. So G Cole, give thanks for having us.
Yes.
Pleasure, brother.
Yes. On this platform.
Pleasure.
Joanna, big up yourself.
Big up Miss J every time.
Big up Miss J. Kashif Lindo, big up yourself, youth.
Yes.
Large up.
You see what I said? Everybody that took the time, the most precious resource to listen to us, give thanks.
Large up. We appreciate you all. Loris said, big thanks, gentlemen. Keep up the creating, the good creations and whatnot.
Big up, man.
It's too many comments to even, but trust me, I got two different things going on.
That's good.
And the people are loving the vibes, loving the things. And amazingly enough, we went through so much music before we got to Koffee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was all excellent music. It's not like we had to go dig up Koffee, who is we had Jesse Royal, we had Protege, but we went through a whole bunch of music, names that they don't know, names that they don't recognize.
Yes.
And it still was fire.
Yep.
All right. Radio on that. I'm talking to one more time. I need Uno to go out there to support. All right. I want to hear. Please, can I tune my dial and hear something different for a change?
Yeah.
And it's not like, so boy, I would probably not feel this upset if the repetitive music that I was hearing was fire. It ain't like it's fire. You just know the artist's name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast. I want to thank you all so much for rocking out with us. Again, make sure you go support the gentlemen. Support Koffee too. The people that we have
big up
Koffee,
man.
Big up Koffee.
FaceTime with the music in your ears like any Q-tip. Used to FaceTime with the blue steel reggae bassline. Mama lose it and I'm on a body. Watch it build the rhythm, put the song up on it. Know them all up on me, say them bother than me. So me kill them and study them and tell me them not understand me. But them say them loving the flow. No, when them see me all over the media and them hear me they on Wikipedia. Used to fast, know me all I get speedier. I a bond stamp, fire can't come. Shatter than a cup of water bomb bomb. Tell Janella, Cinderella, John Tom. Say a prayer, get a quiet answer.
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, available now on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, and all your podcast platforms. Also, check out the website, homegrownwithgcole.com, to listen and for all things homegrown. To watch the video of this interview, remember, it's available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinig sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the podcast Homegrown with G. Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all your digital retailers. Please support the artists.